committed to making search results clearer and ending pressure selling. Let's take a look at some of the examples of the sales tactics the CMA is now clamping down on. Some booking sites show how many other people are currently looking at a hotel, but without specifying they may not be looking at the same dates. Discount prices have also been framed misleadingly, for example, by sites comparing a luxury suite to a standard double when marking down prices. Certain agents haven't made it clear when the position of a particular hotel in the search results has been affected by how much commission that hotel pays the site. And some sites have also failed to show hidden fees in the headline price. Under the CMA's new demands, the total amount the customer has to pay will have to be immediately visible. Well, travel journalist Jill Starley-Grainger joins me now. Hello to you, Jill. Is this good news then for consumers?
Yeah, this is great news. This has been a long time coming as well. The investigation has been going on for a couple of years. And consumers have repeatedly found that when they go to book, they're being pressured, hurry, hurry, last room available, 75 people looking at this hotel. And so you suddenly think, oh my gosh, if I don't book it, this hotel's going to vanish and I've got my site set on it. So yeah, this is really good news that the 6 biggest booking and search sites for hotels are now going to comply with these regulations.
Yeah, and not all of these sites are guilty of all of the misleading that we've detailed there, but they have agreed to this. When have they got to do it by?
So it's 1st of September this year is when they will all comply. But of course, as you say, they haven't all been doing this anyway. And so you might find that actually it will happen before then. And hopefully the other smaller sites will follow suit, or the CMA has said that it will plan to take action if the smaller sites don't follow suit. So these 6 have agreed. So it seems quite likely that by 1st of September, the price you see is the price that you will pay. And also, you should not have those misleading discounts, because one of the tactics was, for example, telling you that you had a discounted rate, but what it would turn out to be is that they were saying it was a discount because the hotel room that you were trying to book on a Tuesday was cheaper than it would have been on a Saturday. Well, that's not a discounted rate. A discounted rate is if it's £100 on a Tuesday booking with you, it's 120 booking on Tuesday with somebody else. So those sort of tactics, they should be changing.
Also making it a more level playing field, so eradicating the ability for sites to pay higher commission and bump themselves higher up the list.
Yes, so the commission issue is an interesting one, because when you do a search, so let's say you look for a hotel in Amsterdam and you say you have these various parameters, it was unclear sometimes that the hotel at the top, where it would just say recommended, why that was recommended. And of course, now we know that the reason that it was sometimes recommended is because that hotel had paid a higher commission to the booking site. So now the hotels will have to be, the booking sites will have to be more transparent about that, which is good news for consumers. So you can sort of basically treat it almost as if it's an ad in that case and skip down to those that are just listed naturally.
So what's your best piece of advice for consumers then? We do need to be more aware about these sites. They have all said that they will comply with these new regulations by September. But in the meantime, what should we be looking out for? What can we be doing to get the best possible deal?
Yeah, so for in the first instance, ignore all of those things that say, 17 people looking at this, last room available. Because when it comes to last room available, while sometimes that is true, it might be the last room available on that site, because the hotels will quite often only allocate a certain number of rooms to a booking site. But if you have your heart set on a hotel, they'll have others available that you could book direct. So if you have your heart set on a hotel, call them directly. And always, always compare across 2 or 3 sites. It only takes a couple of minutes. And then call the hotel directly and just ask them, or email them, and ask them if they will meet or beat the price. And you'll find that a lot of times they will, because they're having to pay commission to these sites. So they can give you the benefit of the commission, or at a minimum, they'll typically do something like throw in free breakfast or free parking. So I always say that it's, it never hurts to just drop the hotel a quick line, whether it's on email or call. I mean, calling actually works best, and trying to negotiate, and you can typically get a very good deal.
Jill Starley-Grainger, some great advice there. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at some of the